What's up, YouTube? I am Bob Sixx, and this is 6 Days. Alright, here we go. I thought I'd be able to stand up today, but I can't really stand it for a long period of time, so we're going to shoot this one sitting down. Who knows, maybe it'll make it seem a little less psychotic. I'm going to try real hard not to get too worked up during this. There's a lot of things that piss me off, and I get kind of upset. I do want to make a disclaimer right up front. Some of what I'm going to be saying, or maybe it will come off as a lot, will be black and white, white and black. But the reason that is because that's the number one thing we hear about in the media, because the media knows to keep us stirred up, as they always have. So, I don't mean to target that, and I will try to discuss other issues, but these are the main ones that, we're constantly hearing in the news. I'm, of course, talking about the double standard here in America. For example, if a black person attacks a white person, that's assault. Regardless of why they do it, it's assault. If a white person attacks a black person, well, that's considered a hate crime. If a gay person attacks a straight person, that's assault. But if a straight person attacks a gay person, that's a hate crime. Now, the difference in this is, a lot of people have problems with gays, and they will just attack them to attack them. I'm not saying it doesn't happen to blacks or browns or whites or any other color, but gays get attacked a lot for no fucking reason, and that's re-fucking ridiculous. But why is it a hate crime if one person attacks another one, but not when the other person attacks the person? I guess logically it's all hate. It shouldn't be downplayed. It's fucking wrong to attack your fellow human being just for being different. That's asinine. That's like fucking people with brown hair attacking fucking blondes, or redheads attacking people with black hair, or blue eyes attacking brown eyes. That's fucking ignorant. Yet, you see it played out in the media, and they just keep making it bigger and bigger and bigger. Jesus Christ, man. There's a video, it's probably not on YouTube. I saw it on Facebook, and I didn't see which website it came from. It probably came from break.com, because they tend to put a lot of shit on theirs that YouTube won't put. It looked like college, but it may have been high school. A white dude sitting in a chair stated the fact, regardless of what a lot of you think, stated the fact that Obama was/is the worst president in history. That's a statistical fact, regardless of your emotions and how you feel and what you think and how hard you're trying to show you're not a racist by supporting him. Because all he really did was strap us down with Obamacare. By the way, if Obamacare was so good, he would not be exempt from it. His wife would not be exempt from it. And most of the Senate would not be exempt from it. You wouldn't have to make a law to force people to get it. If it was so goddamn good, we'd all be jumping on it. Look, cocaine's good. People jump all over that, and it's fucking illegal. You're told not to do it, but people do it. Eating candy's not good for you, but people do it. See what I'm saying? They made a law to make us take something that sucks. Look at the facts. I'm not being judgmental. And for those of you who go, well, he just saying that because he's a black president. No. I would have voted for Condoleezza Rice. I would have voted for a fucking dozen other black people. I see Obama for what he is. Sorry, I'm judging the person. That's how I do everybody else. Why should he be special? Because he's the fucking president? I judge everybody by their character. You should do the same to me. And some of you do. Well, some of you do the perceived character. But anyways, back on task. When he made this statement, a black girl took one of those dustpans with a handle and started just beating the dog shit out of him. He, who by right to defend himself, should have got knocked the shit out of her. Now, I don't advocate men hitting women, but if a woman takes a fucking weapon and starts beating the shit out of you with it, or an object starts beating the shit out of you with it, I think you have the right to defend yourself. That probably just got some of you riled up. Oh, I don't want to listen to him. Let's get out of this. Backs. But he didn't. He sat there in a chair and fucking took it. The catch to this would be if he got up and hit her, that's a hate crime. She attacked him first for stating his opinion. Which brings me to another double standard. Why is it okay for some people to say what they want to say, but not for other people to say what they want to say? For example, it's okay for certain members of society to have these big gatherings and to chant, "Kill the police." Before you say that didn't happen, go ahead and Google it. Look it up. It made national news. People chanting to kill the police. There are people out there just killing cops because they're cops. These same people are saying, stop killing innocent black people or innocent minorities. Do you see the double standard there? You don't want to be killed just because who you are or how you look, but you're out there chanting to kill cops. Not all cops are bad. Not all black people are bad. Not all white people are bad. Not all white people are rich, just for the record. We're not all privileged either. But you don't want people judging you based on how you look or how you dress. But you're out there telling people to fucking kill cops. The people who will literally put their life in harm's way to save your sorry ass, even when you're chanting for them to be killed. That doesn't even make sense, man. If you don't want to be discriminated against, you shouldn't be discriminating against anybody else. When I used to go to church, because I stopped being religious, I stopped believing in God when I was 14 years old. Quick little side note here so you understand. I just saw too much proof that there's not a God. Not the God that I was raised to believe in. However, I think church is good for children to raise up that learns, they learn a lot of good values. Religion early in life is good for you. As you get older and you see all the corruption in it, you realize there's double standard there too. Thou shalt not steal, yet them motherfuckers are robbing you blind every fucking time you come to church. Passing that plate around. Yeah. Got something stuck in my tooth, I got it out. But when my children were little, we were bringing them up to the church. Being the good father that I am, I went to church with them. I was saved. I was baptized. I gave it my all. But as I sat there reading the Bible along with the preacher who's preaching, I'd have questions. They couldn't answer those questions, or they didn't answer them well. When my children finally got old enough to see what kind of crooks and phony-ass fucks filled that church, they both came to me and said, we don't want to go back. And they provided a valid argument. I didn't make them go back. But see, I wasn't going to tell my children, you have to go to church and I'm going to stay at home. That's a double standard as well. If they had to go, I was going to go. And I gave it my all. I tried my fucking best to be a good Christian. While I am a spiritual person, I am not a Christian. I'm not a Baptist. I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. I'm not a Satanist. I'm probably, as most of you are, regardless of what you think, most of you are closer to being Satanist than you are whatever religion you proclaim to be. I'm just a human being trying to exist. I try to embrace positive. But this double standard shit drives me ape shit crazy. No matter how it's spun. Everybody's saying one of the hot button topics is illegal aliens. I have friends who came here illegally, but they came here for a better life. They became legal. Yes, it's a hard fucking process, but they wanted it so bad, they did it. They learned the language. They embraced being an American. That's the difference. If you've lived here for 20 fucking years and don't speak the language, that's not how this works. When I lived in Germany for 3 years and I did not have to learn the fucking language because they learn English. Most Germans speak some degree of English. Most, not all, most. Speak some degree of English. But I was in their country. I learned to speak their language. I respected their ways. That's what you do when you're in another country. And had I stayed in Germany, which twice I had considered. First time I was borderline too young and afraid to be on my own. Surprise, Mom and Dad. Afraid to be on my own. I didn't take that chance. Then as an adult, when I was ready to do it, right after the Berlin Wall came down, my uncle, who became a German citizen and stayed there and then became a German citizen, as far as I know, he's still there unless he's passed away. I called him because I was going to make arrangements for me to come back to Germany and become a German citizen. Told me that was not the country I had left. Taking the wall down was a horrible mistake. Thought they were doing good. Turns out it was not good. I know I kind of strayed off the topic, but what I'm trying to get to here is, like with the flag thing, people think it's okay for them to yell at or put down or shit all over somebody who doesn't stand up for the flag. That's not how that works. It's their right to not do it. They're just as right to not do it as you are to do it. That's freedom. There's no double, or there's not supposed to be a double standard in that. Yet people make it that way. And that's fucking sad. Our country's literally being torn apart with double standards. And people keep buying into it. There are very few people in life I hate. And if I hate you, it has nothing to do with your color, your religion, your accent, what kind of car you drive, what kind of shoes you wear, if you stand for the flag or not. It has nothing to fucking do with that. We all need to stop this double standard bullshit. If you don't want people judging you based on how you look, don't be judging other people. In the same fucking breath, don't judge me. Those of you that fucking, it's on video. There's video every fucking where. And yes, I think all cops should wear body cams. But there's video evidence everywhere that you were in the wrong. Yet, that was weird. I'm the only person here. One of the bedroom doors in the hallway behind me just opened and closed. There's nobody else here. Woo! Double standard, because those of you that don't believe in ghosts are going, what a stupid fucker. Those of you that do believe in ghosts are going, how the fuck is he sitting there? Every house I've ever lived in my whole life has been haunted. So, there's a double standard. Those of you that say there's no such thing as ghosts, and you make fun of me for believing in them, but you believe in God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, another word for ghost. Some of you even say the Holy Ghost. Uh-oh. See, if I'm supposed to believe in your shit, or you're supposed to be able to believe in your shit, I've got to be able to believe in mine, not to make fun of me. Now, I do poke fun at people who believe in Bigfoot. Does that mean there's not a Bigfoot? No, I could be absolutely wrong. If Bigfoot kicked my back fucking door open right now, I'd be fucking stunned, but I'd have it on video and y'all would know. There's a difference between kidding and making jokes and people that are dead serious. When you're calling for another person to die based on their occupation, that's disgusting. I kind of strayed away from this, but the video evidence is there. A cop has every right to ask you for your fucking ID, and you know what? Regardless if you're guilty or not, regardless if you were doing anything or not, if you're just showing your motherfucking ID, 9.5 times out of 10, you'll be on your merry little way unless you have a warrant. Don't act like a dick. I've been a drug dealer. I've interacted with cops. Many, many years ago, before anybody goes, oh my God, many, many years ago. I interacted with cops while I was holding. It's a big difference. Now, if I acted like a dick and got myself arrested, the seatbelt thing. I fought it for years. I've been to EMT school. Long story on why I'm not an EMT, but I've been to EMT school, and I know that seatbelts kill just as many people as they save. However, it's the law. But I used to fight it. I wouldn't wear my seatbelt. And I'd always argue my way out of tickets. There used to be a cop in this town that everybody thought was such a dickhead, real hard-ass motherfucker. And he pulled me over one day, and I gave him my argument on why I did not wear a seatbelt. And he listened to my argument, and he took his pen and said, that's a very valid argument. However, it is law. It is a written law. You must wear your seatbelt in the state of Texas. And he pointed at his badge and said, I am a police officer. My job is to uphold the law. You are currently breaking the law. And that made sense. And ever since that day, you will never see me driving my car without my fucking seatbelt. I don't believe in them. I have a fucking airbag in my car. Does that mean that's going to save me? No, I've seen a lot of dead people with airbags. But anyways, he made a valid point. It's the law. I didn't vote for it. Some shithead voted for it. Somebody lobbied for it and got it passed. It is what it is. For those of you that get upset at the cops for pulling you over for speeding, interfere with your breaking the law, you're breaking the fucking law. But you expect them to arrest somebody who tried to kidnap your kid? Wait, that's against the law too. So you want them to uphold the law as long as it doesn't have to do with you or makes you late for your doctor's appointment, that if you weren't such a fucking lazy ass or procrastinating, you would have left in plenty of time to get there, even if you had driven 10 miles under the speed limit. I'm never happy when I get a speeding ticket. It's very rare, but I'm never happy when I get one. But it's my fucking fault. They didn't make me speed. There's posted signs all over saying what the fucking speed limit is. If you choose to break the law, you should accept what happens. Don't be mad at the cops. I watch cops. I watch all these documentaries. People pissed off at the cops. Wait, you got drunk, you're tweaking, and you were dancing naked in a public fountain and throwing shit at people. And you got arrested? It's against law, dumbass. No reason to be upset. Double standard. You want them to uphold the law against everybody else but you because, hey, I'm basically a nice guy. You know what? I'm a good guy. I've never robbed a bank, but you know what? If I rob a bank once, I'm a fucking bank robber. Can't be mad at the cops for arresting you. That's the law. Big circle here is you want to be treated as a human being and treated fairly. But at the same time, out the other side of your mouth, you're screaming about white privilege. I'm not saying that there has never been any form of I'm going to say white privilege for lack of a better word. But if you think every fucking white person has a leg up on you because they're white, you are out of your motherfucking mind. Throw down that rubber crutch, stand up, and be a grown-up. I'm not any better off than most of you. And I work 2 jobs and have 2 fucking businesses. I only get about 5 hours sleep a night to make sure I work all my jobs and do all of my shit. And I barely make it through. That's white privilege. You can have that, motherfucker. If there's a way for me to sign over to it, sign it over to you so you can have it, let me know. And you can have that fucking shit. Stop doing what you don't want people to do to you. You're always told, growing up, treat others the way you want to be treated. Now, there is a little gray area in this. Racism has always existed and is always going to exist. You can't make a law and make people stop being racist. I have a black friend at work who told me when we became friends, and I've just mentioned him several times, told me he does not like white people, but he likes me. And I told him, I don't know what made him that way, so I can't tell him he's wrong. I can't. All I can do is be me, and he can see that not all white people are like whatever made him that way. You white people that think all blacks, some black guy kicked your ass, or 2 black guys kicked your ass just because you were white or for no good reason, or stole your fucking car, that doesn't make all black people that way. Criminals come in all colors. So you can't judge. You can't sit there and go, well, all the blacks are this way, or all the Mexicans are this way, or all the Chinese are that way, or all the Japanese are that way. You can't fucking say that. And if you can, that means they all have the right to say it to you. Oh, well, you're just fucking white privileged and you got it all smooth sailing and shit. You see what I'm saying? We need to learn we're all different and just have to accept shit about each other. But stop screaming white privilege or, here's one. And I mistook this at first, and I was upset about it at first. And this isn't a double standard. At first, I thought it was. When the Black Lives Matter thing first started, I mistook it like a lot of people did. And I thought all lives matter. The catch is, once I had it explained, they're not saying only Black Lives Matter. They're saying Black Lives Matter as well. Okay? That's a valid argument, or a valid point, however you want to word it. It's valid. So see, they're not saying only black lives. They're saying black lives matter. They do. And so do white lives, and brown lives, and yellow lives, and red lives. Okay? We need to stop living in the past, too. A lot of people like to conveniently bring up the past to shore up their things. We need to learn from the past. But if you're living in the past, you're part of the fucking problem. If you're discussing shit that was going on in the 60s as if it was going on today, you're part of the fucking problem. And that's a double standard. Because you want to be treated a certain way. As in modern times, we've advanced, we're better people now. But you keep bringing up shit from fucking 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 100 years ago. I'm not saying forget it, but let it the fuck go. We cannot advance as long as you're hanging on to that fucking anchor. That goes for everybody. Men, women, white, black, brown, yellow, purple, green. It does not, straight, gay, it doesn't fucking matter. Let it go. If you have the right to live and be happy, your way, believing what you believe in, marrying who you want to believe, everybody else has that same right too. So, let's give it a rest, pull your head out of your ass, start treating each other with mutual respect. Until next time, I am Bob Sixx. Have a good day. Get a chance, make someone laugh. Peace.